Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here, and we are going in to share a few of the fights towards the end of the Labyrinth run that I did for the Carina's Challenge, O Canada. This is where you have to have a full Canadian team, and these are my 5 guys. You could also put like Squirrel Girl and Deadpool X-Force, I think, a few others, but these are my guys, and pretty much Sabretooth, is your main attacker for any and all fights. He's just ramped up. He is super fast. So we're gonna go in fully ramped up. And one thing to note with these 1.5 million health pools, Sabretooth, a rank 5. 550, 30 Furies. He can take out about 70% fairly reliably, and then you go back in after the enrage timer hits, and basically you are forced to die. And so you can pretty much use 1 revive per fight. Now, if you ran suicides, I'm not exactly sure if that would be a lot faster, because you wouldn't be able to throw like special ones, which you do get a lot of bleeds from the special ones, and there's a lot of damage tied to that. Same with special 2 if you went that route, but you'd be taking a lot of recoil. Generally, if you don't get hit, you don't lose a lot of health, and you just pretty much die towards the end when the enrage timer finally kicks in. But I don't know, using suicides, I don't think it's a good idea. So first off, I did get my special 3 off to rebank that persistent charge, and I think that was probably one of the few times where I just get evaded and just smacked out, at least towards the beginning of the fight. So I didn't have too many of those, which was nice. I am gonna heal up a little bit more in case I am able to survive a hit like that again. Ideally, if you go on potion farm ahead of time, that would be good. That way you can stay healed up. It's also beneficial if you run courage to go in at like the 50% or less, so you just get extra attack. That also helps. But generally, I was going in with maybe around 50% health. A 20% revive that you farm plus a level 4 health potion was pretty much just enough to get him like right at 50%, and that was generally good enough. Normally I wasn't getting hit. If I did get hit, I could survive something, particularly with Sabretooth if he's fully awakened. So you're gonna see like right here, so because I healed up enough, I was able to eat that special 2. Luckily I didn't get any bleeds off, but then you're gonna see I'm gonna be able to heal back a lot of that damage. So yeah, Sabretooth works. You don't need to heal him up, but if you feel like there's a champ that's gonna give you a little bit more troubles, especially Venom. I don't know, Venom, he's really bouncy. He's got some long-reaching specials. Special 2 gets me sometimes, as you see there. So I'm gonna try to keep him to special 1. I know I do have him throw a special 2 here or there, and you can also just block it, especially if he's not in the second enrage timer. The block penetration and stuff is not that bad. But yeah, we're gonna try to spam as many special ones as we can, get those bleeds going. We do take this fight down in 2 revives. I think if I would have had a decent run without getting evaded on that first one, could have done it in 1 revive, just like most of the other fights. But yeah, you're gonna see Sabretooth just smashing away, doing some dashback intercepts, and just spamming special 1. I found that special 1 over special 2, I think, it felt like there was more damage because the bleeds would proc more, and that's where you're getting a lot of the damage from. The special 2, if it does crit, especially the last one, I was getting about 38k crits on that last hit, which is pretty significant, and the first 2 would get anywhere between like 5 and 8. So you're getting you're getting close about 50,000 damage on one special 2, while on the special 1s, if we can see, I know like it's around 11k crit on the last hit. So here he's going enraged, he's not throwing his special. We're just gonna block that dex out. So let's see how much this special 1 hits for. 1, 1, 11. So it does around 15k if that last hit crits. If the first 2 hits crit, you'll get a little bit more damage. So you're getting about 30k, plus you're getting anywhere between 0 and 6 bleeds, and those bleeds are doing 600 a tick, and the duration on that is quite long. I'm gonna try to look that up really quick on Aunt May and see if I can't figure out how long those bleeds are going. And I do have max deep wounds as well, so that does help. So you do get a lot of bleed damage from those special ones. So let's see, special attacks. Oh, so it's any special attack you have a 60% chance to inflict a bleed, and it's over 8 seconds. So special 1 has 3 hits, special 2 has 3 hits, special 1 technically just has the 1. So, but I just feel like, you know, if you throw 2 special 1s, you got 6 hits at 60% versus 3 hits at 60%. So we did die there. We got a decent run in, but we're gonna finish this off. He's got 42%. So yeah, it's easy to take off half. So if you're getting at least half, I feel like it's a pretty reasonable amount of damage to do if they can bleed, and then you can finish them off. You can get up to like 70, almost 80% if depending on how willing they are to throw specials. Like, you know, if there's been a couple times where the AI just doesn't want to throw a special, and with doing that you're losing out on a lot of time dancing, trying to bait a special, and you're losing hits, therefore losing damage. So an 8-second bleed on the specials, and then let me see, I got the masteries, deep wounds. What does it say? Bleed debuffs last 2.5 seconds longer. So 2.5, so it's got a 10.5 second bleed. So that is 10, 20, 21 ticks. So 21 times 600. It's getting, basically you get 12,000 damage per bleed. 12,600. And then if you get 3 of them, times that by 3, you're getting 38,000 ish, plus the regular damage. So I just feel like you have a lot more potential with the bleed damage, and you can throw off twice as many L1s than you can L2. So that's kind of the route I went. I think I am boosted with a 15% attack boost. That's it for this. And yeah, we're just smashing away. I really didn't have any tactic in mind for this fight other than to have Venom throw special ones. Try to bait his special ones, retaliate, throw my special one, repeat. So, and then once I get into Assassin's range, the bleeds are even better. And let's see, so it was 629. Yeah, 629 on those bleeds in Assassin range, which is nice. I think my Assassins is 3 out of 5. And now we've hit the enrage timer. So block penetration and a hit like their attack, it does go up. It is noticeable. And just hope that they don't evade on you and smack you, because if they do, yeah, when they're in that second enrage, it hurts big time. So we're getting close to where he's almost down. You know, if I get a bleed off in like the 1% range, I'll get a deep wound 1% bleed, which would be nice, because that's like 15k. But yeah, Venom goes down, 2 revives. Probably should have had it with 1, but sometimes those evades, they are hard to account for, especially if you're throwing a special and then they evade, because then they block it and they just smack you. But yeah, so next up we got Iron Fist. This isn't a tough fight at all. Trying to get him to throw his special ones as much as possible. They're pretty quick. If I push him to special 2, that's no big deal either. Again, the first thing that we do when we enter these fights is get to a special 3. Gotta utilize that Sasquatch synergy and rebank the persistent charge. So we were at 5, we used 1, now we're down to 4, and then once I use the special 3, it's going to go back up to 5. So this just allows you to get those Furies infinitely in the quest, so long as you can get to that special 3, which is not difficult to do. Just got to remember to do it. And I'll say this in the other videos that I post, but I came in my first attempt, and Red Hulk, it gave me 5 charges. You can get up to 6, minimum of 3. If you get 3, I would definitely back out. If you get 4, I think that's plenty. I even think 3 is plenty. I only wasted 1 persistent charge this whole quest, and that was on magic, and that was just because I simply forgot to get to L3 and throw it. It wasn't like the limbo damage killed me beforehand or anything like that. But there was never a fight where I died, I got evaded or I messed up and I died before the L3. But that was always one of my concerns. It was like, just get to L3, throw that off. If I mess up, it's just going to cost a revive. But if you do that, if you happen to get crappy AI where they're throwing or they're evading a lot of stuff and you're getting hit and you're losing those charges, that could really just crush your run and cost you a significant amount of extra revives to basically get them back up. Because if you get to Maestro and you don't have Sabretooth ramped up, it's going to be a long, painful fight. Maestro, I was able to take down like 4 revives. It was like 4 attempts. So I was doing about anywhere between like 880,000 to 700,000 per attempt. So, and that was going like the full of rage. There I blocked his heavy and stand your ground, came in clutch there. I don't know that it would have killed me, but got the resist and was able to withstand probably a pretty deadly heavy attack. We are in there in rage now. You can see that we've already done 50%. My goal was pretty much always to get 60%, because I felt like that was fairly easy to do. And then coming back in to get 40%, then you're pretty much clear to get the fight done without hopefully getting smacked and dying. So that second enrage timer, it goes quick. And yeah, so we're just going to try to be super aggressive, dash back, intercept, spam the L1s, pray that we get a lot of bleeds up to each hit of that special one gets a bleed, because those bleeds, they're ticking away. So we're almost done. That timer's about to run out. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to another special 1. Nope, now he's fully unblockable, unstoppable, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, we did a decent job. We got 1 million ish on that fight, so not bad at all. So we revive 20%. Oh, it looks like I have a 12% mutant special boost on. So that's going to enhance the damage that I get on those special ones. And I'm not exactly certain when I applied that. It might have been when I hit magic, and it's just about to wear off. But yeah, I definitely recommend, if you have extra boost. I'm pretty stingy with boosts. just because that's just me. I don't know. It's not like I feel like boosts are cheating or anything like that. They're definitely going to make the fight go faster, but I usually do a lot of the content with minimal boosts, and that's just how I roll. Now, if you ask how many boosts do I have a full stack of 10% attack boost, 15% attack boosts. You know, I got millions of the greater solo shards. I could have gotten plenty of boosts and probably would have made it a little bit easier. Can you get a solo, you know, with the extra boost? You know, I with a 12% mutant special boost, 15% attack boost. I think you would have to have the 30% big boy health and attack boost, maybe suicides to get a solo. And just because you have to have all that, to me, you know, it's just not worth all the extra. I mean, get about, you know, 60% or so, revive, try again. That was kind of my whole experience. Was you can't do enough damage to get the whole 1.5 million, but you can get around 1 million or so. Do that and then repeat it, and then use that same revive because you're still alive, and basically do that on the next fight. So here we go. We got Silver Warrior. So I don't think he converts his armor ups into passives, because I don't think that was one of his abilities when he was, you know, when the Labyrinth was released and he was in the game. But the armor ups do impact your ability accuracy. So if you're throwing special 1s or 2s or 3s or whatever, you have a much reduced chance to inflict those bleeds if the armors are active. So as much as possible, I'm going to try to push the Silver Warrior to his special 2. So I'm going to be holding block and cutting a few combos short, simply because I want to push him to his special 2, and I don't want him to throw his special 1. And yeah, it's gonna help with the overall damage output. So you see that I cut combo short, held the block, baited that heavy, and then push him to special 2. And then we're just gonna try to repeat that as much as possible. Doesn't always work. Gotta watch out for those evades as well. Yeah, we want to get those bleeds on him, and the armor ups will prevent those from happening. It'll reduce the ability. So yeah, we're just smashing away, dash back intercepts. Nothing special in this fight. Definitely need to watch out for the evades. I got evaded once. I didn't get punished or anything like that, which is nice. I think this run, I think this run does fairly well, and I mess up at the end. There we get evaded again. We mess up at the end on the second attempt, and we actually end up using a team revive. And the reason why I went with a team revive was, one, if I used Sabretooth to kill him off, most likely I wasn't going to get back to a special 3, and so I'd lose a persistent charge, because I wouldn't be able to get to a special 3 to refresh that. And it's been a long while since I've fought Maestro, and I wanted like a warm-up phase. So basically I threw all of the other champs at Maestro first to kind of warm up, and it really helped, because I did get whacked by a few of his special ones with like using Wolverine and Guardian, Old Man Logan. But when I went in with Sabretooth, I was ready to go, and the first run I get like 880,000, which is pretty decent, and like the next 2 runs I got like 750 a piece. So we pretty much went the distance on the enrage timer, and I had a solid run against Maestro, and I have that posted if you will check that out. I think I'll have it linked at the end of this video, possibly. But yeah, you can see we're doing okay. This one, I felt like the damage output was a little bit less, just I think because You know, we do have class disadvantage, and he's got those armor ups. And you're gonna see, I think he's gonna go Enrage. Yeah, and I was trying to get off one more special one, but just not enough time to get that. And yeah, so we die. We get just over 50%, which is plenty. You know, with assassins, which I have 3 out of 5 assassins, when you get to that 18% range, your damage is going to get ramped up. And yeah, we should have been able to close this out, but I don't. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you run suicides, and are you gonna plan on running this with suicides? With that, you think you'd have to definitely have health potions to heal up every time, and then I'd probably say you'd want to throw more special 2s, possibly, or even stick to. I don't know that you'd want to stick to L3s. The L3s don't hit nearly as hard, and you can only get 1 bleed off of them. But yeah, we're gonna smash away. Get some, you know, the AI is so aggressive. You know, doing draft back intercepts pretty much always work, and you can get your openings there, bait the specials, rinse and repeat. The AI is pretty easy to play against. It's just when will that evade pop up? That's the only scary thing. Is just at any point in time you can pretty much get your run going for that killed really quick. So there we go. We got hit with the heavy, and that's gonna make this harder to close out, because I pretty much can't take very many blocks anymore with such little health. And oh yeah, there we go. He got an evade on me, and yeah, luckily I was able to recognize that and back off. But yeah, it's just those evades, they are definitely killers. You can see those bleeds. We're in assassin's range, and we're gonna do some draft back intercepts. You know, you don't have to parry or block or anything, but he's gonna be definitely getting off a lot more of those armor ups, because I'm not block baiting his specials, and it's gonna have him be throwing them more often. And yeah, just less chance to get bleeds, although I got 3 bleeds on that. And we're about to go into the Enraged, and I was thinking I could finish this off, no problem. We get another 1 bleed off, 2% take a blocked hit there, and I think I run into the next special 1 beam, and we die. Yeah, it was just, I don't know, I just felt like maybe I was just a hair early. There's 2% left. So this is where I, instead of reviving Sabretooth, you know, there's only 29,000. I didn't want to lose a charge on him, because there's pretty much no way that I'm going to get to a special 3. I go and do a team revive, and the whole logic behind that is I can use anybody to tap him over, and I would have basically the whole team to kind of throw at Maestro, who's the next fight. And yeah, I go in to see if I can't happen to get it with this rank 2 Sasquatch. Nope, he's already fully enraged. I tried to get an intercept in, did nothing. Yeah, did nothing. So he wasn't going to do anything anyways. The enrage timer, there was none for rank 2 4-star. So we go in with Guardian, simply because he doesn't have the class disadvantage. And we're just going to do a few combos, tap him over, and move on to Maestro. So I'll have that Maestro fight. It should be uploaded before this. I'm kind of going backwards. So yeah, we're gonna get warmed up with Guardian, Wolverine, Old Man Logan, and then we're gonna go smash it with Sabretooth. And there we go. I think this is gonna kill him on this next special. Boom, special 2 for the kill. So that's all we got. Thanks for watching, fellas, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.